Everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Gospel Manager. We are so excited because we have approached the weekend. Today is Friday, the beginning of the weekend, and so we're glad that you could join us in this live stream this morning. Now, don't forget a few housekeeping rules. You could actually send in your questions now via the comment section of all the social media platforms you're streaming, and if you're watching via other platforms, the Honor TV and the YouTube, please note that you could also send in your questions via email at thegospelmanager@gmail.com, and also via WhatsApp and Telegram text at +234 9047533019. My team and I will collate your questions and share them on this live stream. So please share the links of this stream to your friends, your family, to that friend who has shared a very heavy burden to you concerning her marriage, ministry, school, academics, career, business. Let them know that they could actually be part of this stream and send in their questions and get a first-hand answer from God's servant as he gives them profound counsel on how to go about them. Not alone on this episode, God's servant is live with me in the studio, and I just want to step back for him to give his opening remarks and set the course for this episode. Good morning, Dad, and welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Yesterday at about 11 p.m., it came very strong in my spirit about the nature of self-destruction, and I'm going to explain why. Why would somebody have a prayer group that he prays with at 12 midnight online, but cannot pray with people in a gathering at 11 o'clock? That is a self-destructive mentality. You can pray at midnight effectively, but in a public gathering where people see you cannot pray effectively. That's a self-destructive nature. How can somebody be in a marriage and then there is a partner who is trying to reduce value by making the function of the family not go effectively, and then one of the spouse cannot make amends and correct? That's a self-destructive partner. How can a member be in a church and works against the church, carries false rumor, make wrong representation? That is a self-destructive nature. How can somebody be in an environment and does not deal with costs, rather increases costs? That is a self-destructive nature. And that is what we have today, self-destructive people. And it's just everywhere in the state of life. And nobody wants to understand how to deal with life properly. And I came into a conclusion: people are not developing their minds. Because if a man is progressing in his mind, there are certain things he will fight for, he will stand for, and his attitude will progress into maturity. Can you imagine somebody not praying in the morning, not behaving well, not progressing in thought? You're not progressing in your mind. You keep repeating an error, an error, an error, an error. The thing is, you have a self-destructive mentality, and it now leads to annoyance. And when a man is self-destructive, the next thing you see him is annoyance. He starts getting angry unnecessarily, talking unnecessarily, behaving unnecessarily, looking unapproachable, looking uncorrectable, and looking unteachable. And these are very, very strong tendencies that can ruin any person in life. And we must watch this self-destructive nature that is treating in every part of human life. How can you support a person more than the rights of the person's destiny? You are supporting somebody's life because of relationship instead of the person's destiny. These are two different things. The person's life is not a problem. The problem is a deviation from destiny. And we have too many self-destructive people leading people away from their destiny, but appreciating their lives, the relationship they have with them. They don't want to offend them. They want to keep them by their side. They want to please them, but they are taking them away from destiny. Destiny is a stronger part towards the fulfillment of the human nature. And let us know, if destiny is not fulfilled, the human nature is useless. There is nothing about the flesh without destiny fulfillment. If you take away destiny, the man is useless. So let's stop fighting for man and fight for destiny. And when you fight for destiny, you fight for man. And let's start killing this self-destructive nature that is ruining every fabric of the man's life. I believe this will help one person that God has a message for this morning.
Very well said. God's servant had obliged us that destiny is the stronger part towards the human nature. So we're so excited. Again, tell your friends that God's servant is live. Already you could hear the level of wisdom already dispersed this morning. So we're going to go straight to the questions. We're going to have to deal with the questions we've had across the week, throughout the week, and then we move on, taking questions sent to us live at this live stream. All right, this question says, this is from Mr. Benout from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. He said, good morning, Bishop. I have been following your teachings online. I have been blessed by them. Thank you so much, sir, for your messages. But I have my question centered on leadership. Two questions, sir. Number one is, who is a leader and how do we elect or select a leader? And number two, how can people under a leader work with a leader that is never satisfied with their work, even when the workers are giving their best?
If you